What up, y'all? It's your boy DoitJack. I'm just out here for my little morning trek that I just been starting up. You got this little lake right on here by my hood. So I'm just out here trying to get some fresh air. And you know I'm in Atlanta, of course. Cold as hell. Cold as hell. But you know I'm back in the mix, I'm back in action. Just wanted to spit a little bit, right? I've been talking to my homies lately. And you know, we talk about all kinds of shit, right? You know what I mean? Business, females, dreams, traveling, aspirations, sports, all types of shit, right? One thing you gotta do is kind of assess how much time you spend talking about certain topics. And one thing that I notice is when I talk to a lot of my homies, they seem to be more excited talking about LeBron James and the Lakers, what's going on in sports, than they are about getting money, than they are about traveling, you know what I'm saying, than they are about just naturally progressive types of things. And remember, your circle is a reflection of you, because birds of a feather flock together. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what I want to talk about, man. Your circle can define you in good ways and in bad ways. Because I got a couple of homies, right? Where when we go out places, sometimes they can embarrass you because they want to talk to the chicks that you know are just like below your standards, even below their standards. They might not be a high caliber dude or whatnot, because some of us, not all of us, have homies that are just high caliber guys like ourselves, you feel me? And again, birds of a feather flock together. So if you're hanging around homies that are not up to standards as far as their dating game, as far as their finances game, that means you pretty much on the same level as them. See, the one thing about when you hang around certain people, this even goes for relationships, right? When you date somebody, you are on their same level, typically. You know what I'm saying? Y'all become equals. That's why sometimes a lot of females, they might leave a lot of dudes because they feel like, well, damn, I'm better than this dude. So I feel like I'm going down to his level. Dudes do the same thing. They get with a female, she might be overweight or something like that. You just feel like, yo, this is not me. Like, I know that I could do a lot better than what it is that I'm doing right now. And that's a good thing and a bad thing, because you got to understand this culture that we live in. We don't live in a let's all just be happy, let's all just be friends, you know what I'm saying, type of culture. We live in a very competitive culture, and whether we want to realize it or admit it or not, we value the opinions of our peers. We value the opinions of our, you know what I'm saying, like co-workers, of our, you know what I'm saying, neighbors and things like that, of our friends, which is why we want to get a bad bitch, which is why we want to make over $100,000 a year, which is why we want the nice house, the nice car, which is why we want to hang around cool people and have a good social life. It's because we kind of have to feel like, kind of want to project a certain type of perspective, a certain type of image. You feel me? And good, bad, right or wrong, I'm not saying, you feel me, that, you know, it's bad. I'm not saying that it's good. But when you hanging around friends who just don't have that same drive as you, who just don't have the same type of ambition, that same type of go get it mentality, that'll hinder you, bro. It'll hinder you, it'll stagnate you. I'm gonna tell you this, right? Some of us have to be very careful of ideas that we tell to people, right? When we have business ideas, business ventures, investment ideas, investment strategies, and things of that nature, we got to be very careful who we tell this information to. Because if you're hanging around people who don't have the same type of energy, the same type of vibrations, the same type of level of intellect and forward thinking and foresight that you have, what's gonna happen when you tell them your idea? What's gonna happen? Oh yeah, bro, that sounds like a good idea, but oh man, I was gonna do that too, but man, yeah, man. See, that's, the only thing that I would say about that is this, right? See, first, and there's nothing wrong with offering constructive criticism to business ideas and whatever of that nature, but always assess situations for what they are. When you got homies who, the minute you tell them something about some idea, something about some making some money, the first rebuttal that they give you is negative. I mean, the first thing is a rebuttal, let's just say that. So for example, you know what I'm saying, you're talking about that new t-shirt business, that new clothing line that you want to start up. And the first response from them is, man, yeah, bruh, but how you gonna do this? You know what I'm saying? They start asking almost like negative questions. I'm gonna tell y'all something, right? Something that we gotta learn to do. We gotta learn to support each other much more than what we're doing. So when somebody comes to you, and look, don't get me wrong, I might be talking about you, the one who's watching this video. I might be talking about you because maybe you do this, where you got homies who got some ideas. Maybe you the dusty homeboy that really ain't got no ambition or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But let's say somebody come to you with an idea about their t-shirt business. The first thing you need to say, damn, bro, that sounds like a good idea. You know what I'm saying? What you need help with? You need help, or you probably need to come out and say, like, you know what, bro? Here's an idea that you can do that I think could help, because I was thinking the same thing. See, the energy is just a little bit different. And, I'm big on energy. Energy means a lot, bro. A lot of people kind of underestimate the type of energy that's around them. People don't really see energy as an asset. You know what I'm saying? Certain people, certain vibes that they bring, that's like an asset, bro. And the vibe that you bring is an asset. So a lot of people want you to be around, or may not want you to be around. You really have to take care of your energy health. You got mental health, you know what I'm saying? You got your physical health, and you got your energy health as well, bro. And with that energy, it's just so important to weed out a lot of the BS. And look, you don't have to be the dude in the circle that's like, oh man, we on some bullshit all the time. You don't gotta be that dude. You just kind of look at things for what it was and you offer it an alternative. I'll give you an example. I remember one day, and this was a minute ago, I don't know why this just came to my head. I was at my homie's crib, and you know what I'm saying, everybody was just sitting around playing video games and shit. And that's cool, nothing's wrong with playing video games, but we were sitting there for like, 2 hours, kind of, sort of. And then finally, I thought to myself, well, why the hell am I sitting here for 2 hours? I mean, they gonna play their video games, but why do I have to be a part of this? So, I said something. I said, hey, bro, I mean, can we do something else besides playing video games? And my homie, he kind of said some real shit. He said some real shit that made me shut up. I'm gonna be honest. He kind of shut me up because I had to think about it. He said, well, Jack, do you have a better alternative? And the reason why that shut me up, because I wasn't ready for that. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, hold up. This dude is basically telling you he has nothing better to do. And the reason why it shut me up, because I was thinking, like, if he ain't got nothing better to do, and I'm sitting here with him for 2 hours, what the fuck do I have that's better to do? And the question at that time, I thought was like, shit, nothing. I ain't got nothing better to do. And at that moment, bro, it made me really, this is before I started the whole, you know what I'm saying, like got into the movies real heavy. This is before a lot of that. And that made me realize, like, damn, bro, I need to have something better to do. You know what I'm saying? Part of having something better to do is getting around people who can offer you opportunities, who can give you a certain mindset that can lead you to doing better things. Right now, I'm studying really hard to get into real estate, right? And I went back to school. Right now, I'm back in school to finish up my degree, and I'm still working, you know what I'm saying? Still hustling, doing all that. But I also want to get into real estate because I feel like real estate is a means to me achieving what I really want to achieve, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's very important. But it's hard for me to talk about real estate with some of my homies because, and it's not because they not on no money business, it's just because they not ready to hear the information. See, sometimes you'll have instances where the people you talking to, they're just not ready to hear what you got to say. Don't mean that they don't support it, but you know, like they say, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Basically meaning, you can't force nobody up on no real game. Like they either gonna take the game or they not gonna take the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of talking all over the place, man, but I just want to spit, man. I just want to clear my head a little bit, man. I'm telling you, when you get in quiet places like this, you know what I'm saying, like a little nature trail or something like that, and I'm like the only one in this whole damn trail. But you get a chance to clear your mind, you get a chance to think clearly, you know, breathing in fresh air. You feel me? But this is very important, bro. You gotta be the person that you want to be, that you would want in your circle. Be the person that you would want in your circle. You feel me? It's a lot of BS out here, bro. It's easily to get distracted, man. And a lot of what we missing is not necessarily the way on how to do things. A lot of us know how to do things. We just don't have the mentality. We just don't have the information, the motivation to get shit started. You know, like y'all know me, bro. I always talk about this, man. I got bit by the travel bug. Man, I was just in Puerto Rico, as y'all know. Bruh, I thought to myself, why the fuck am I not living here? Like, why am I not living in weather like this? Like right now, I don't know if y'all can see it, blowing out goddamn frost, whatever it is. I don't like the cold weather, bro. Atlanta gets cold as shit, and it gets hot as shit. I'm you know what I'm saying, I prefer warm weather. And it just made me realize, bro, that's why you have to travel, bro, because you will see things from a different perspective. It's refreshing. It's like you get to see that there is another life, but you know what I'm saying, besides that little 5-mile radius that most of us be living in, or when we go to work and just come back to the crib. It's so much more out here, man. It's people that's living higher quality of life. Not necessarily meaning that they got more money than us, not necessarily meaning that they smarter than us. Sometimes just literally being in a location will change your whole perspective on a lot of different shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just get ideas sometimes just being in a certain location. Why? Because it goes back to that energy. Certain energy, certain locations. I just gotta make sure I check my surroundings a little bit. But certain energy, certain locations will just do that for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you go to a lot of these other countries, these people live higher quality of life than what we live over here, but we got way more than they got a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? I notice when I travel to places where there's a beach, where there's a, you know what I'm saying, the energy is different. It's like, it's a little bit tougher to be on some BS when there's a beach around. You know what I'm saying? It's like something about that water, it just brings like some spiritual, some positive energy, bro. That's why I love going to the beach, bro, every chance that I get. But anyways, went down to Puerto Rico and I'm thinking, bro, this is the life that I want to live, bro. Like, I want to be near a beach. I want to be, you know what I'm saying, where there's positive energy, where people are just enjoying life. You feel me? Okay, we still recording. Just had to check to make sure I'm still recording because I'm kind of spitting right now, bro. One of the main problems you're gonna have, bruh, is getting other people to travel with you, to believe in the things that you believe in. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a little bit difficult to do that, to find people that's on the same wavelength as you. That's why I say sometimes you just gotta protect your ideas, bro. It's so many, what they say? They said where the best ideas are in the graveyard, because they die with the people. A lot of people don't really get their ideas off the ground. A lot of people be having $1 million ideas. Somebody watching this right now, you got $1 million idea right now. I guarantee you that if you just go hard and just push that shit, say fuck it, bro. If you fail, you fail, bro. So what? Start over, do it again. Like, bro, it's people are living out here, dog. Like, I thought that I was living. You go to these different places, man. Mugs is waking up just going to the beach. And that might not be your definition of living, but that is for me. You feel me? Where folks just, oh man, it's just hard, bro. Like, bruh, like, it's out here for us, dog. It's really out here for us, man. But back to what I was saying, man, a lot of the best ideas that we have in life are dead with other people. Part of the reason why is because they had a dusty ass homie or a dusty ass homegirl who they say, hey bro, look, I got this idea, bro. I'm finna do whoop de whoop boop boop boop. And what the homie do? Oh bro, that shit ain't gonna work, man. That's that bullshit, man. You feel me? How many? And I'm gonna tell you another thing that a lot of us will do. You know, somebody spit an idea at us, we'll just change the fucking subject. We'll just start talking about something completely different. It's like, okay, we hearing what they saying, but as soon as they finish talking, we're gonna start talking about this. You ever know somebody like that? You ever meet somebody like that where you feel like you talking to a goddamn pole? Something like that. Like it's just there, but it ain't receiving no information. It ain't bouncing back no type of energy or ideas. That's why I say you gotta kind of harness and take care of your ideas, man. And make sure that your ideas don't go to the grave, that your ideas are here while you in the grave. Your ideas are still moving on. You know, all of this, bruh, while I'm talking about the circle you keep, the friends you have, the mindset is only for the purpose of building a legacy. You just want to leave something behind, because a lot of us are in the situation we in, if we gonna be honest, because our parents didn't goddamn build nothing for us before we got here. We grew up struggling with moms, with pops. You know what I'm saying? I think we are one of the first generations that kind of has the opportunity to change that, because we have more information than what our parents had, what our grandparents had. You know what I'm saying? Why the hell are we growing up watching moms struggle, pops? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, that shit is whack now, bruh. It's really time to take risks, bro. You gotta be a risk taker. Gotta be a risk taker, man. But look, I don't want this video to run too long, man. Good morning. I don't know what time it is it's gonna be when I post this. Probably sometime in the afternoon. But I kind of like this, bro. I feel like I can really spit out here. You know what I'm saying? Something different as opposed to me just sitting behind the camera, you know what I'm saying? Facing whatever. But yeah, bro. I hope y'all enjoying y'all day, bro. Stay healthy, man. You know, they got that corona monster out here. I ain't taking no vaccine. Call me a conspiracy theorist, I don't give a damn. I ain't taking that goddamn vaccine. Just a quick side rant right there. But man, y'all be safe, man. Be healthy, man. Peace and blessings. It's your boy DoitJack, man. Y'all know where to find me here on the YouTube. I'm on the gram as well. What's Your Hustle 1? And get at me.